don't know where to begin. Could be the curves on your body, but then could be your hair, maybe your skin. Yeah, baby girl, I'm tryna get with you. Come, let me see what we get into. It don't even gotta be
Hi guys,
physical.
welcome back to the channel. My name's Anaya if you're new here, and yeah, long time no see. I know that at the beginning of this year, or was it December of last year, I did a similar video to this, same backdrop, the whole nine. But it's been a crazy couple of months. I don't think I've seen you guys since, I don't know, March maybe. And March is pushing it. It's probably been since February, but oh my gosh, like so much has happened. And I'm just excited to catch you guys up. If I have it, I'll insert a little montage of what you guys missed here. But yeah, so much has happened, and I figured now is as good a time as any to do a life update and kind of tell you where I've been and kind of tell you guys where I want to go. So to get started, let's do a quick semester recap. Second semester, first year of grad school, insane, you guys. It was absolutely insane. I don't even know where to start. I showed you guys up until about February, and then March, April is really when like final projects were like getting kick-started. Two of my final projects were group projects, so it was a lot, and one of them was recording and editing heavy, and I just don't think I had the bandwidth to do that work and also do YouTube, the double editing, the double recording. It was a lot. So that is one of the reasons why I took a break off of YouTube. Another reason, I was just tired. I did not feel inspired. I just didn't know what to do. So I kind of just needed to take a step back, focus on school, and there was just a lot of things going on in my personal life that I just wanted to kind of figure out and take care of. So I think I'm in a better spot now that the semester's over with. I have more bandwidth, and I feel like my creative juices are flowing, and I have more of a purpose. I have a why now. Before, like when I did this video back in December, January, whatever it was, my why was simply I want to get the free brand trips and I want to take my best friend with me, which is still a perk, because best friend deserves the world, love her down bad. But I am also in a spot where like I need to do this for myself. Yeah, I've come to the conclusion, well, in April, I came to the conclusion that I am going to be taking a semester off from school to kind of get myself back in order. As you guys know, I'm currently living with my mom, and there's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm blessed to be in the position to have the chance to live with her and not have to worry about rent or anything like that. I could just focus on school. But for my personal mental health, it has not been great. And I feel like I've lost a sense of self. I've lost a sense of autonomy. She raised me to be super independent, and I feel like I've also lost that as well. So these next few months, I'm going to be focusing on finding my sense of self again, and my independence a little bit. Working on moving out. I'm giving myself into December to move out. So that looks like finding another job, another part-time job, or finding a full-time job, or finding a full-time and a part-time job. We'll just see how it goes so that I can be able to afford to move out and live in the area that I am looking in. I've already started the preliminary search of kind of seeing what areas I want to live in, what I'm looking for in an apartment in the DMV area, because it's a lot different here than it is back home in North Carolina. So, you know, starting the preliminary process again, to kind of gauge what I need to be looking for job-wise and pay-wise, and is it reasonable for the experience and the education that I have. What I do now, I absolutely love. I'm in the oral history field, which thanks to my advisor in undergrad is like, that's my tea. That is my tea. I love it. I love being able to be in the community and kind of just, you know, gather people's stories and see how it's changed as an outsider, as like a transient into the area. I feel like this is a great way to learn the history of the area outside of the classroom. So I really love it, and I really am enjoying getting to meet a variety of people, and they're all really freaking awesome. As I look for a new job, the goal is to stay in the field. I have a year of grad school under my belt, and I've come into this with a good amount of experience, in my opinion. So I don't think it is unrealistic for me to be in a space where I can be picky and I can look for jobs in my field. Like, I am no longer in a space where I have to work outside of the field. You guys know, like, before I moved here, or you might know, I don't even know what you know at this point, but before I moved here, I was working as like a receptionist at an ABA clinic. And while I love that and I do miss that job and the kids and the families that I was helping to serve, the public history field is who I am at my core. This is something that I've wanted to do since 5th grade, and here I am making it happen. So I am in a space where I can be and I will be picky about the jobs that I take in regards to them being in the field or not. Now, what it is in the field, I will not be picky about, because as a public historian or just a historian of any type, and I think this could also be true for any field, you need to be able to develop transferable skills, and one way to do that is to try different things within your field. All I know at this point is I would love to work in a museum setting. I did come into this wanting to be a curator at Holocaust Memorial Museum, and while that is still like a big dream and a goal of mine, I'm also not opposed to working in smaller museum settings, house museums. That's where I got a bulk of my experience back in North Carolina. So I'm not opposed to that. I would really like to be in a museum setting. I really am drawn to curation just off of the work that I was able to do in my undergrad, curating multiple exhibits. I love the challenge of that. I love the outcome of that. I love the fulfillment, the feeling of fulfillment that I got from that. But I do also love to do oral histories. And in my undergrad, the exhibits that I did curate came or stemmed from oral histories that I conducted. So I know that there is a way to interconnect the two. There is an intersectionality there. So if I can find that in whatever museum job I get, speaking that into existence, manifesting that, I would absolutely love it. And you know, that, yeah, so I will, but that's just like further into the future. For right now, any skills I can pick up I will take, because in the public history field, it is really a good thing. It's an ideal situation to be in, to be able to have a variety of skills from different subfields within the field. I'm also dealing with feelings of being left behind, and not in like a depressing way. It's really just a me thing. I know that I am a person who likes to be on top of things, who likes to be with the times. I have a timeline for myself, and I am the type of person who likes to stick to my timeline. But I'm really learning that life will life, and that everything will go according to plan. I say that because I see my friends doing big things, right? Take Janine, for example. She bought a house, she's in school, she's working a good paying job. Like, she's doing the things that I thought that I would be doing at this point in my life. Best friend, working a good paying job, is also in school and is looking to buy a house, and here I am living with my mother. And again, there is nothing wrong with living in with your parents in your mid-20s. It's just not for me. Like, my mom is great, love her down, but this is not, my mindset can't do this for much longer. Yeah, I need to, I feel like I'm stuck, and it's nothing that she's done or said or anything like that. It's just my mentality. I feel stuck. I feel like stagnant, and I need to do something to move forward. Obviously my friends are boss ass bitches. Like Kyra and Janine, boss ass bitches. Look at them in school, working and buying real estate. Like, boss ass bitch. And really, My true friends are boss ass bitches. Anybody who I could consider close, my ace boon coons, my ride or die, they have that same mindset. They have that growth mindset. And I can expect to have and keep friends with a growth mindset who are taking the necessary steps to grow if I don't also take the necessary steps to grow and sit in my growth mindset. Also, friendships in your 20s are tough, and the fact that I've been able to hold on to and foster my friendships with Janine and with Kyrie, even being so far away, is a blessing from the Lord himself. I could not be any more thankful for those friendships. In the past couple of months since moving here, I have lost a few friends. Does that make me sad? Honestly, no, because the friends that are worth keeping have stuck around and have put in the work to remain friends. And I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm super grateful for that. But even coming into grad school, like, I came into the program that I'm in wanting to at least be cordial with the people in my cohort because we are stuck with each other for 2 years. Or we were, until I decided to take a semester off. And so when I made that decision, I was like, I'm gonna lose these friendships. But then I remembered the friendships worth having or worth being kept will be kept. And also there's just, like, I love my cohort. We all mesh so well together. We all, like, love each other. Like, I feel like we will all do things for each other to help each other succeed. But there are certain people in my cohort who I hang out with them and then I feel drained. And nobody deserves to feel that way in any friendship. You should not feel drained. You should not dread hanging out with people. And if you do, maybe you shouldn't be hanging out with them. So I feel like taking this semester off is going to help me take a step back and reassess the friendships that I have and the connections that I have with these people, and really see if they need to be just professional relationships, because at this point in our careers and in our lives, we are colleagues, or if they need to be, or if they get to be real friendships that I foster and spend time with and learn more about them. There are a few people in the cohort where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna love you long time. And there's a few where I'm like, actually, maybe I'm not. And that is okay. But I also want to take time to find friends outside of my cohort. I do not plan on moving back home because career-wise, I think it just makes sense to stay in the area, especially if I'm leaning towards a bigger or even semi-federal or quasi-federal museum or institution. It makes sense to stay in the area. But maybe if I decide I am okay working in a house museum or a smaller museum, I'll move back to North Carolina. But that is a bridge that we will cross when we get there. But in taking a step back from school and kind of reassessing friendships, I really want to make friends outside of my cohort, because I just think it's healthy to have quality friendships, and I don't think I need to be putting all of my eggs in one basket. So there's that. Okay, so goals moving forward. I have redone my vision board. I've created a new one for this phase in life that I'm in, and I'll insert a picture somewhere on the screen if I can. But I set up a new vision board for my goals for this phase of my life. And really what I want to focus on is, again, finding my autonomy. Like, the more surface level things, get a better paying job or another job, move out, focus on my health, like really getting into the gym. I want to travel. I think I've had the travel bug since 2022 and she hasn't gone away. So of course traveling, but finding ways to make extra income, especially living in the area, which is super expensive. And tapping into my creative side. I think as an Aquarius, there is a certain level of creativeness that comes with that and in that personality. And I do feel fulfilled when I do film a video and I love the way the edits turn out and I put it out. That does give me a sense of fulfillment. That is a great creative outlet for me, I think. And I really want to hone in on that. I really want to take the content creation serious, and I know you guys have heard me say that over and over and over again, but I'm really investing in myself, and I'm really going to take it serious. Like I said earlier, I have a new why. I do want to monetize this channel by December, so I'm gonna have to take the necessary steps to do that. I've written down the goal, I've written down the action steps here in my notebook. That's what I'm looking at. I've written down the goal, I've written down the action steps, and now I just need to implement those action steps. With that being said, I will be starting a series here on YouTube called Grown Up at Ground Zero. So stay tuned for that. Tune in every week for that. What it's basically gonna look like is how I'm navigating being an adult in my mid-20s living with my mother, and what I'm doing to come to terms with that phase of my life, accept that phase of my life, and also get out of that phase of my life. So grown up at ground zero, literally being a grown-up but starting from zero and building on. We're grown, but we're back in our parents' house, so as a grown person, we're going to do what we have to do to get out of our parents' house, like we might have done when we were a teenager, or whenever it was that you originally moved out of your parents' house. Well, it'll be looking at that, focusing on relationships in your 20s, feeling left behind, living at home in your 20s, embracing the independence even though you're living at home, building self-reliance. Of course, you'll get the daily vlogs still. I might throw in some weekly vlogs. We'll see what happens. Setting goals and achieving them. You know, I really want it to be not a how-to guide, but like a you're seen guide. I know in this economy and in this time, there are a lot of us mid-20 girlies, and I say mid-20s as I'm 24. That's mid-20s to me. But there are a lot of us mid-20 girlies who are living with our parents, and that's okay. And sometimes that might feel isolating and lonely, but hopefully you come across this and you realize and you know that you're not alone, and then you can come on this journey with me. Also, if you want to, no pressure. If you're comfortable in your situation, girl, be comfortable in your situation. I'm proud of you, no matter where you're at. I am not comfortable in my situation, so I will be taking the necessary steps. Yeah, so like I said, really investing in the channel. I bit the bullet and I bought a camera. We are no longer filming on the iPhone. I don't think my phone could keep up really as much as I vlog. Like, she loses space so often, so no longer filming on the camera, no longer filming on the phone. We have a camera. We're Sony girls, Sony ZV-1. So yeah, maybe you guys can see the difference in quality, maybe not, I don't know. I played around with the settings a little bit, but it was also late and I was just super excited. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll see what it looks like when I'm in editing mode, and if I don't like the first upload. You can always change the settings, girl. You can always change the settings. But it's pretty much similar to what I do at work, so I think I pretty much got it. I think I got it. I think I got her down. So yes, when I tell you I'm investing in myself, I'm investing in myself because she wasn't cheap. She wasn't cheap, but we got her. So stay tuned for more vlogs in the series. The first vlog in the series will be up. Well, I guess this kind of counts as the first vlog in the series. I don't know. But the first official vlog in the series, it will be up a week after you see this. Ideally, I would love to have this up for you guys already. Probably not. It's currently Friday, May 17th. And my adapter for the SD card to like get the footage off, it won't come in until Sunday. And I was wanting to have this up for you guys on Sunday, but it's okay. You will like Sunday the 19th, but at worst, maybe I just change my upload schedule. Maybe I upload on Mondays because I feel like everybody uploads on a Sunday. Maybe I upload on Mondays. So maybe I will have this uploaded for you guys on Monday, hopefully. If you're watching this on Monday, May 20th, if this is uploaded on Monday, May 20th, I'm a beast and you have to subscribe. If you're watching this on the day of the upload, which needs to be May 20th, you have to subscribe if you're not already. That is a deal, okay? Shake on it. That's what I thought. Period. All right. And so the first official, with that being said, because that's going to be the case, the first official video in the series will be up on Monday, May 27th. So I will see you guys there. Like I said, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.